Hail to thee, my kindred. I hope you're all having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and night, wherever and whenever you are. I am filled with burritos and coffee. Two things that I think may cause me a little problem a little bit down the line for today. Give it an hour or more. But outside of that, we're doing fine and dandy. Dude, I was so hungry when I woke up. Hungry, hungry, hungry. Like a damn little hippo, man. Even though I don't think that hippos... Actually, never mind. Hippos do eat a lot. I don't know what I was thinking that hippos didn't eat a lot. Like, that's a nonsensical thing to say, considering their size, their girth, their power. Hippos really are scary. Terrifying things. Terrifying. They got no shill. Absolutely none. And they're just as likely. They just fuck with things. They fuck with everything around them. I'm pretty sure they even fuck with each other. And like... in like a bad and kind of sad way. But I think it's kind of funny when they do fuck with things you consider rather terrifying, like crocodiles and whatnot. Like, you just see these poor crocodiles or alligators, whichever they are, just getting tossed up in the air, freaking munched on by the pile of just hippos. How they even end up there is the weirder part. Because you can't tell me these fuckers just get launched around by these hippos. Like, that alone should not be getting them in that much trouble. Yeah. I got a little bit of phlegm in the back of my throat. Don't know why. I think it's the food. This always happens when I eat food. Like, I always get a little bit more mucus, I guess, just developing in the back of my throat. It is uncomfortable, but not unruly and or incapable of being dealt with. That's the term. I was looking for another word, for something more smoother, more normal, but I couldn't. The words would just not appear. I'm thinking of stupid things. I cannot even explain the things I'm thinking of. I just know they're stupid. And they gave me a little laugh. They're like non-thoughts. They're thoughts that are thoughts, but are not thoughts at the same time. Difficult to explain, I know. Outside of that, I haven't done much so far. I listened to some music earlier today. I just kept listening to the same couple of songs in repeat for a good while. I don't know why. I've been just on this hook of listening to the same damn 5 songs over and over and over. Then I went to take a nap, or I guess sleep technically, because it was more than a couple of hours. It was like, I think I slept pretty decently. I'm not 100% sure. I don't feel bad or tired, although that's probably because I got to wake up a full hour before stream rather than 20 to 30 minutes prior to stream. That's a whole different thing. Maybe I slept for like 5 hours, 5 or 6, around there somewhere. Roughly. Let's just say roughly 6 hours. Let me tell you, being able to sleep even for that long is nice. My sleep schedule is back to what it usually is, which is no sleep during the night and only sleep during the day, the like late morning. Which is ridiculous, but it is what it is. And it is quite unfortunate, I'd say. Bungle. Bugle. Bugles are bugling. Why are bugles even called bugles? That doesn't make, like, much sense to my mind. My mind does not interpret a bugle as a proper word. It just doesn't feel like a proper word. Doesn't feel like it should be a proper word, considering it's bugle. and it has no relation to other words in my mind other than just me knowing it's an instrument. I also watched a video on emotions today. On emotions, because emotions are important and you need to understand your emotions. Me. All the good stuff. All that good stuff. And the video on how therapy for the lads is a little bit difficult just because of the fact that the lads are not too used to speaking on their emotions, rather than when they do speak on their emotions, right? The fellas usually use more physical terms, and even if, they can't do that, then they just kind of say, I don't know a lot, which is, understandable due to our socialization. What else? What else? What else? I sort of just can't remember what I did prior to when I went to sleep. I did read. Nothing important. Just read some fan fiction a little earlier today. I'll just say it. I'll say it as it is. Right. I read some. I was bored. Again, I had to just scrounge for some sort of entertainment because there wasn't anybody streaming that I like that early on in the day. Just there's nobody that I watch, and out of the few people that there are, none of them were well. There really is only like one or two people I think that are up and about at an earlier time that I can watch or that I do watch and or prefer watching, but they weren't, doing their thing yet. So, there wasn't that. I did exercise yesterday. I exercised way into the day just because it's about the time when I take a shower as well. When I bathe, it just feels nice. Feels nice to do a little bit of exercise and then just shower and then you're chill. You're just chill for the rest of the night. It does mean that the muscles hurt. The muscles do be aching. Don't know if I should take a off day today or if I should continue just so that I can get used to it. I feel like I should just keep going to get used to it. I'm thinking about the planks I was doing yesterday, man. Those were just awful things. It's awful. Why is doing a plank more painful on my thighs than it is my abs? That doesn't make sense. I know I do squats prior to those as well, but it's like me having to have myself like as straight as possible when doing a plank seems to hurt more my lower back and my thighs than it does my actual like abs. So I don't even know if I'm doing things correctly. I feel like I am, but the parts that I would expect to be in pain were not in pain, and the parts that I did not expect to be in pain were in pain. So there is that little conundrum to consider. Nothing interesting has popped up on my YouTube as of late. I think anyways. Sorry, I just spaced out there. Spaced out a little bit. Little itty bit of non-existence there. Do 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 do. Kiss of Death is just so good for some reason. Why is that song so good? Why is that so good? It just keeps playing in my mind. I just kind of just want to keep taking in breath and then exhaling and then doing that again. In breath, exhale. I'm thinking about frogs and how rather intricate they look. They're just, some of them are very, very round and small. Others are very wise looking. They show themselves as pronounced, aged. And then you look at them and it's like you kind of, some of them are literal beasts of nature, blessed by some nature god. And you just want to pick them up and just kind of hold them and look at them and just bear witness to them and their majesty. And I don't know how to feel about that. I suppose I am in awe of such creatures. Simply astounded. Unknowing of whether to praise such a thing or to consider it unnatural. Especially the little ones that are just little warriors and they scream. I don't know which frogs those are. I remember watching the videos. I'm sure everybody's seen the little videos of those frogs screaming their little battle cries. Their little battle cry for, well, honestly, I don't even know why they scream the way they do. Probably something having to do with dominance and or mating. I do know they fight each other sometimes, and it's very funny because you just see two little balls just going up against each other. They just keep headbutting each other until one of them gives up, and that is honestly very cute. And I don't know how so like it makes you think what's going on, like what's going on in their minds, what's going on in their little frog brains that makes them want to engage in conflict like that so aggressively as well. It's just so needlessly aggressive in a way that looks so unpainful. Like I never knew there could be any creatures that could be so aggressive yet so not capable of inflicting pain on its fellow creature. It's just funny. It's just funny. There's no other way to put it. It's just goofy as hell. I think I want to get my life together. I don't know. There's like something in me that's like, I'm having that moment, that man moment of just kind of sitting down after it, and I'm like trying to lock in, trying and attempting to fix my life in ways that won't probably fix my life at all. It's odd. It's odd. It's odd. It's odd. Because some of the things are not, you know, inherently bad. But then again, are they useful? Are they useful things to do? I'm not too sure. I'm not too certain anymore. Because this will probably, just like with the exercising that I've been picking up again, I will probably drop it again when it gets a little just too tiring to do. That's just the way my mind works. That's the way I do things. I know myself enough. I know myself enough that I will now hold myself accountable on such things. I will exercise for a couple weeks worth of time and then give up when it's too ouchy. I need to clean my table. It's very dusty. Dusty, dusty table. I've finished drinking my coffee. No more coffee. Sad. You know what else is sad? Me. No, I'm just joking. I'm not feeling sad, which is kind of surprising. I was feeling pretty shit a couple of days back. I think it was because I think I spoke about it. It was just me doom scrolling a little bit too much while in bed. Had me tweaking a little somehow, and I don't know why that happened specifically when I just doom scroll. Like, I don't know what things I saw that made me just be in a bad mood. By the way, if any are curious, we are playing Sentinel Girls 2. Snezhinka. I don't know how to pronounce that because it's not in my tongue. So, just call it Sentinel Girls 2. That's what I'll call it. Sentinel Girls 2. We're playing that. And we're having a good time. We're gonna see how this story continues. I tried to play the first one yesterday again. Try to get the good end. And in order to see the good end, you need to accomplish you need to go through the whole game basically without the gate getting damaged. I don't know how the fuck you're supposed to do that. I've got no clue. In all honesty, that thing seems impossible to do. It's already hard enough to get to the end, like, on your own. I mean, it's possible. It's doable. But to finish up, like, the whole thing then, without the gate getting damaged, I couldn't even look up a guide. I tried to look up a video on how to do it so that I can at least have a chance. And I could not get through, like there just wasn't a video on that. There just simply wasn't a video on that. And I could only get through the first 2 levels max without the gate being damaged. I think it's those first couple of rounds that makes it the most difficult. Because you're just using a pistol. And your pistol is shit. You have to get the first 2 bots that come around, like, almost immediately. You have to, like walk forward and, shoot at a somewhat low angle because your bullets just start kind of flying around a little. Just because you don't have bullet concentration up. It's annoying. It was an annoying task to try and perform. To try and get the damn good end, and I'm very curious at what the good end looks like. I'm probably still gonna try. I just don't see myself getting that good end anytime soon, and I'm wondering if it's gonna be the same thing for the second game, where you're gonna have to try and get the good end by not allowing whatever objectives you gotta protect to be damaged at all. What a hell of a thing. It's such an old school way of allowing a person to get, like, or unlock a ending. You just need to be good. Just be good, bro. Just be good. You know, be good. Be good. Get 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 good. Sorry, just thinking, thinking. This is my thinking face. My thinking face. Oh my god. Uh, Let me stretch a little. I don't know what to stretch. Like, I feel like stretching, but not stretching at the same time because some parts hurt. Like, my chest hurts. My chest hurts. I don't want to stretch too much, but then at the same time, I'm now stretching a lot. So, contradictions. I dislike the contradictions of my mind. I cannot come up with a decision to make, so the body makes a decision anyways. Dude, I want to eat like a cookie so bad. It's been 2 days since I've tried to just not have a single sugary thing that is food, and I am already kind of just a little. I'm fiending a little bit already, so we'll see how the rest of this week goes. We shall see. We shall see. It is Wednesday. We still got plenty of days. I'm gonna try and go the whole month without having a sugary thing outside of, I guess, the pancakes I ate in the morning, because I don't really have a choice in that, I guess. Bread and pancakes. It's all American carbohydrates have some amount of sugar in it, and you can't really do much about that. Not unless you make bread yourself can you eat sugarless bread, which is, I think, insane, by the way. Insano boingo, but hey, it is what it is. My compatriots, my kindred, my lovely, lovely humans. It is simply what it is. I need a big sword. I need like a two-handed sword. Like something big, something I can just swing around. Something that's probably taller than me. That would be kind of cool. I don't know what it'd look like though, if I could have one, like a very fancy one. I need something that's like beautiful, because I do like the idea of like weapons that look very beautiful, artistically speaking. That just fascinates me somewhat. When your weapon is just a piece of art, that to me is very interesting. I guess that's why I like certain weapons in fiction, because some of them are very much just pieces of art as a weapon. And that's rather cool. Let me. There's like a. I feel like I gotta crane my neck a little bit to the side. I'm trying to. Come on. Come on. Okay, my neck is not doing the little crack it does. Unfortunate. I got some like shoes just about out and about. I need to figure out where to put those things. Cause there's a couple of boots and whatnot that I've not used in a good while. Snow boots that I've not used in literal years that I rarely use because those are kind of heavy, not heavy duty per se. They're just the kinds of things you would wear if you're going up a mountain that's like snowy or whatever. They're those kinds of boots. They're just meant, they're thick. They've got the bottom, how do you call it? The things to let you have more grip on the ground and all that good stuff. And then I got some like black pair of boots that are just for style. They're a little uncomfortable because unfortunately I couldn't find them in the proper size, so I just got them in the closest thing that would fit. Some shoes that I thought were nice, but they don't come in my size. I think those are a little too big is the problem with those. Then some work boots that I like to wear every now and again, just because I feel a little taller. If I'm being honest, it's because I feel they make me feel a little taller, just a little taller, and I like feeling a little taller. It makes me feel a little stronger. And then there's just like a normal pair of shoes that look like boots, or they're those in between kind of shoes where they're kind of more sturdily built and have that boot look, but I'm not too sure whether to classify them as just boots or just shoes. There could be a term for it. There probably is, but I don't know it. I don't know it. Do they? I want a strawberry. Dude, the strawberry would be kind of cool. I know strawberries aren't sweet or sour, but still, they can be kind of sweet, just somewhat. Hmm. I think I'll start with the game now. There's no more to speak upon. Gelato is not very good at this. I'm wondering whether this game is gonna be like the first one, whether it's gonna be a small screen thing. It is not. It is full screening, and it's kinda loud. I got an achievement just for starting it. That's funny. So unlike its counterpart, the first game, this one's full screen. It just full screens automatically. Alright, let's go here. I'm wondering whether, let me just do one of these. Game capture is probably the one that's gonna be seen on. Let's see if this shows up, or if it doesn't. It do show up. Volume on. What did I? Yeah, category. I gotta change the category. What the fuck's this game called again? Snezhinka. There we go. Hopefully it's not too loud. It shouldn't be. I kind of saw where the music had stopped, so I'm not too concerned about where it's ending up. If I quickly take another look at where the music is, it is okay. English. Thank you very much. I was confused as to why I wasn't seeing the words in English until I saw the word English, and then I was like, oh, I understand now what it wants me to do. It wants me to choose a language. I'm liking the music, very military. Just gonna mess about a little bit before starting. Collection settings. Okay. Now I got my chat up and running on my phone. If it would load, that would be great. Okay, there we go. It's kind of bright in my room, so the words on my phone may be a little hard for me to read. I can already hear my computer complaining. That's because of me. I'm gonna have to pull another one of these again. Here, let me replace myself with El Pescado for now. We can wait a couple minutes. We're gonna wait a couple minutes more. Until, I don't know, I guess until I decide to play the damn game. I did not know why I use such negative words almost exclusively I didn't need to say damn game. I could have just said the game. But for whatever reason, I just tend to speak with more negative terms. I feel like that's a bad thing. Like, that's something I should worry about, that I should try and change. Oh, you can choose to play with either a controller or a mouse. I just saw that. And I'll keep to the mouse and keyboard. Although I don't know how this game will be different from the first. I don't want to look at the collection stuff yet. And I don't know if, unlike the first game, if this one is going to be relatively short as well. Could be not short. Which sometimes, sequels are like that. Sometimes the sequels are games that are longer. That's the word. There you go, Jolly. See, you can use your brain. Very smart. Very smart, Jolly. Alright, let's try and exist once again. Is that gonna make my computer? Yes, it is. It's gonna make it wind up for no reason. Why? You were doing just fine a little while ago. We'll just stay with that pescado a little while longer. I hope it's not too long, though. I really need to look for another program or something. Let's see, settings, sound effects. I think it's all good. Display mode, full screen, that's fine. Gadgets input space. Okay. Delete challenge mode data. Delete story mode data. Credits. I don't know why you'd want to just delete your data. That seems like a thing you wouldn't want to do. But I don't know. Maybe it's just to have a perfect clean slate type of thing. Big boots. Big boots. She's wearing big boots, I just realized. Big boots. I remember watching a video on Has-Been Hotel. It was about the character designs and how the fellow was like, these are supposed to be demons and whatnot, and some of them don't even look like they represent what they're supposed to represent. And, they're fine when it comes to the colors, but they're also very much alike and this and that, and that had me thinking about character design just in general. And how you're supposed to somewhat tell a story with the character's design, so that people, when they look at the character, have at least an inkling of an idea about who or what that character is, does, and wants. And I thought that was, I just think that's important when it comes to character creation. Okay, are we allowed to exist? I think yes. Okay, we shall begin the game now. Story mode. Our sister is dead. Or injured, one of the two. She's injured. Okay. She has this, I don't know if that's like a little smile on her face, but... My sister, Marfusha, is a soldier. She was conscripted into the National Army as a simple guard, but was later inducted into a new elite unit, the Molten Iron Squadron. I have never heard of this. I feel like this is what they came up with after the fact. Ah, yes, the Valiant Molten Iron Squadron. Yes, that's definitely what we did. We definitely didn't leave our soldiers behind. She's had a haunted look in her eyes ever since. Now, whenever she comes home on leave, she's covered in wounds and barely able to move. Okay, so I'm guessing in the good end, she does make it out and doesn't get captured. So canonically, that is what happens. Okay, cool. She can't keep this up much longer. If only there was something I could do. Uh-oh. Marfusha, you're needed back at the front. We move out in 5 minutes. I have to go. Marfusha, no. You're in no shape to fight right now. Please don't. Slam. Hold your treasonous tongue, girl. The Supreme Leader himself gave your sister the honor of serving him and this country. How dare you question his wisdom? I shall lock you in the cell and throw the key away, you seditious little... Enough. I'll go. Just stay away from my sister. At least one of you has some sense. Silver-toothed soldier. Oh, he does have a silver tooth, quite literally. His canine is a tooth. Hail to thee, Yuki. How are you doing? I didn't see your thing. I wasn't looking down at my phone. How are you? How are you doing? I hope you're doing okay. He doesn't look like a soldier? I guess not, but then again, I mean, does a, high school girl in a school uniform also look like a soldier? No. But apparently she's a part of the Molten Iron Squadron. How are you doing? How is your day? How is your mood? My day? I'm doing fine. Let me answer your question in the right order. I'm doing fine. My day has been okay. I am filled with food and coffee, so we're good on that front. And how is your mood? Positive. I'm feeling more positive than on average by 10%. And you think she does look like a soldier? Well, to each their own. I suppose she does, with the bandages. You just watch yourself, Marfusha. You might have been lucky enough to catch the Supreme Leader's eye, but in the end, you're still just a commoner. I don't know how to say that name. Snezhinka. Marfusha, I can, get. That's rather easy. But Snezhinka is hard. Marfusha, take care of yourself, okay? I will. Don't worry, Snezhinka. I'll be back before you know it. Why are their names in Russia all the time? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to be a little different. They have two options, either Japanese or English. That day, Marfusha left for the battlefield, and she never returned. Oh, that's kind of the dumb thing to do. Well, listen. Like I said, they just wanted to be unique. I'm assuming. I don't know. Go ask the creators. They could be... I don't know what the creators are, actually. They're probably Japanese. Probably. Or Korean. Didn't help, did it? Well, not really. Doesn't help that the name of the game starts with the name of the main character. Even though the game, the second part of the name is Sentinel Girls. They should have just called it Sentinel Girls instead of just being like Marfusha Sentinel Girls. And then this one is Snezhinka Sentinel Girls. I haven't been able to contact her no matter how hard I try. The army refuses to answer my questions, and there's nobody else I can turn to for help. My only choice now is to track down my sister and bring her home myself. And there's just one way a civilian like me can find her way to the battlefield. Oh no. We're gonna sign up for war. Employment offer. Thank you for your interest in Blue Peacock Co. That's a peacock that looks like a rooster. We have reviewed your application and wish to offer you a contract position with our company. Kindly review the enclosed forms and return them to us at your earliest convenience. Okay, so instead of being a part of the National Army, we are a part of... are we mercenaries instead? I guess we're mercenaries. Staff barracks. Welcome to Blue Peacock, newbie. This is a private military company. In case you didn't realize, that means our job is to fight on behalf of our clients. My name is Doshka. Doka or Doshka? I don't know which one. A manager in the military security department and your commanding officer. Before you get too comfortable, keep in mind that you'll be starting out on a 30-day trial period. You'd better work hard if you want your contract to be renewed. Dismissed. Damn, a 30-day contract? That sounds like a dream to most people. Usually, contracts are a multiple year affair, not a 30-day affair. Oh my god, the gun in our hand is so small. Is it because we're like... that this one is named Daughter? What? That is goofy as fuck. That is goofy. Daughter. What a name. What a name for an anime character. As of today, you have been contracted to provide security for a government public address speaker storage facility. The enemy mechs will assault your position to plunder the assets stored within. They want to plunder our speakers? That is not... Okay. This is an exceedingly simple assignment, so remain focused and ensure no mistakes are made. Satisfactory completion of this task will earn you a raise. However, the objective sustains 50 or more damage. Repairs fees will be deducted from your salary. You will be given a valuable opportunity to contribute to the enduring glory of our great nation. Hone your skills in battle, then use them to bring ever-increasing value to our company. This is so sad. Look at the size of this pistol. We're like 13, I think. I'm not even sure. We're so small. Okay. Base salary, fixed overtime allowance. How much money do we get? Okay, $5. That's all I'm gonna look at. I'm just gonna look at the money. Submachine guns were all the rage the last game, so I'm gonna try and save up a little bit. Or maybe I should just... No, I'll save up. Don't buy anything. Aim? Oh, okay. We have an aim mechanic now. That's new. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. A grenade launcher? I don't think that... how would that work? We barely can use our pistol as a normal pistol, let alone a grenade launcher. That is insane. I kind of want to see what that looks like, though. It might look real goofy. But I'll save my money and just buy attack. The music is definitely good on this time around. I like the music. The graphical designs for each weapon is different as well. Assault Rifle B. I'm assuming there's different kinds of assault rifles now as well. Because if this is Assault Rifle B... Small barricade looks more complicated than the small barricades of the last game. I guess just artistically they've just pumped up their stuff, if that makes sense. I shall attain the assault rifle. Okay, surprisingly this is very normal sized. We have a very normal sized weapon. What would you do if someone for no reason took your hand in the old couple style? Like when they make a so-called chain. What would you do if someone for no reason took your hand in the old couple style? I don't even know what. What if someone took my hand in the old couple style? Yuki, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, Yuki. I guess I'd be... If somebody took my hand in any way, shape, or form, like in their hand, then I guess I guess I get flustered. I'd be flustered and confused and probably let it happen, is what I'd probably do. I'd just let it slide. I'm sure the person that's doing that knows what they're doing, and that's about it. That's all I can tell you. Okay, shotgun person. I guess rate of fire is increased. Cooldown reduction. Oh, we have a cooldown on our gadgets. That's interesting. Congratulations, as of today, resident tax will be deducted from your salary. Never forget that paying taxes is the privilege of every Main citizen. For the good of our nation, work hard and pay taxes. God dang it. Damn, already with our taxes, we just got paid $1. We are cooked right now. Advanced Shotgun B. Well, wait. We still got plenty of durability on our stuff, so I'm not gonna worry about that. A handgun. Oh, this is like a handgun with like a stock. Change the handgun you use when your weapon durability reaches 0. So what's the difference between this and the other stuff? If I get this now, will it just switch it automatically, or... I guess we have to test that out. Okay, it does not switch what I currently have. Ooh, there's a sound effect now to when you have low durability on your weapon. That's good to know as well. And by the way, Yuki, why did you ask that question? Does somebody, you know, just do a little hand holding with you? Fire rate, I guess I'll increase. Because why not? That guy waited patiently. He waited patiently for me to to reload. That was pretty nice of him. Rifle woman, assault rifle C. Okay, so there are different kinds of assault rifles. Assault rifle C with features high attack and low fire rate. I'll take a buddy instead. Abrek, hello, I'm Abrek. Let me know if you need anything. Okay, couldn't read that. You handle yourself well out there for a newbie. You might even be as good as I was when I first started. But don't get me wrong. That's what we expect at Blue Peacock. Thank you? To be honest, I'm starting to get worried. The enemy's attacks are getting harder to fend off. How am I supposed to hold the line on my own? Seriously? I'm a busy woman, you know. I don't have the time to hold your hand while you get your bearings. Sorry. Oh, very well. I suppose I could teach you a thing or two. Just this once. What? Listen up, Snezhinka. The key to winning a defensive battle is to wipe out your enemies before they get in range of the objective. Seems fair enough. You should make recruiting a co-worker your top priority. 2 guns are always better than 1, trust me. Just remember that you can only have 1 co-worker at a time. If you recruit someone new, you'll lose whoever you were working with before. With me so far? Good. Now there's one thing you need to know. Wait right there. I'll be back in a flash. Ahem. They got a little animation that's cute. You may have noticed that you can use your credits to buy new weapons. That is a horrible drawing of a weapon. Unfortunately, weapons you buy won't last forever. When the weapon durability falls to 0, it'll break, and you'll be stuck with this. Is that supposed to be some kind of gun? Though I guess it also kind of looks like a boomerang. It does not look like a boomerang. It just looks like a weird thing with spikes on it. I trust you know what this is. Of course. Right, a handgun. That's right, a handgun. That's what I was going to say. I've always had a knack for art, you know. You don't say. You're, very talented. For a toddler, maybe. Now let's take a look around for our facilities. The words are very small. A handwritten note is taped to the cardboard box. You can do some extra work to earn yourself 3 credits. Give it a try if you're feeling short on money. Don't push yourself too hard. Use the automat to get a bite to eat and raise your stats. Meals are dispensed at random, so you never know what you're going to get. I hope you're not a picky eater. Get yourself a drink to raise your magazine capacity level by 1. You should focus on your attack and firing rate first, though. Also, the drinks are always a little warm. Bion, please be safe. Ah, she knows Bion. I don't remember which one Bion is. There's too many girls to remember. You can probably guess what this is for. Blah, blah, blah. Right, this is where we continue to the next day. Earning another medal for her valor in the north, Marfusha attributed her success to the Supreme Leader's bold tactics. Motivational poster. Stop blaming others. It's time to take responsibility for your mistakes. You can take a shower to raise your reloading speed by 1. It's one of your less important tasks, but it sure is nice to get clean after a hard day's work. Keep clean. If you have a blue gadget, cleaning the toilet will set your gadget cooler to 0. Best to save this until you boosted your stats. Okay. What does this do for us? Reloading speed. Sure, let's get a reloading speed. Up and running. We need reload speed, please. I guess we cannot do anything else. Okay, we got our buddy with us. Damn, her rifle is big as hell. Or at least it's long. I guess it's because ours is a bullpup. All citizens are not required to pay a broadcast reception fee, regardless of whether they possess a television or radio. This fee is crucial to upkeep the National Broadcasting Company, which provides the people of our great nation with accurate information each day. Any individuals who miss a payment will receive a single reminder. Thereafter, failure to pay on time will result in legal action to ensure that all citizens bear their fair share of this vital public expense. What the hell is that? Okay. They've got sliding things coming our way. And I don't like those already. Knockback level 1. I didn't even know we had knockback. That's actually it's actually pretty nice. That might be pretty good. A shockwave cannon. Obtain a shockwave generating cannon that grows more powerful as your enemies are defeated. Blah blah blah. I think I'll just increase magazine capacity because that's always nice to have. Why are these different from the other ones? That's they're different color. Knockback. Or no, that's not knockback. That's just normal attack. A jammer. Obtain a gadget that slows the enemy's advance. So blah 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 blah. We could just save our money though. Today, all employees are responsible for paying a larger portion of their social insurance premiums. This revision impacts salary deductions for health insurance, pensions, unemployment insurance, and nursing care insurance. Kindly note that it does not constitute as an increase in taxes. The payment of social insurance premiums is essential to maintain and improve our nation's social security systems. We appreciate your understanding and cooperation. Oh, what the hell is that? That's like a gun platform. We're gonna need something that hits a little harder, or we're just gonna have to focus on increasing attack. Having this aiming mechanism for the game is very helpful. It is extremely helpful, actually. I like that we can now aim and, you know, not miss if I want to not miss, instead of just hoping I don't miss. It will increase attack. Like the game said, it's always good to increase those things, attack and speed of fire rate. I'll increase her. Missile, multi-missile, or gun? I need to take gun. You must be Snezhinka. I've heard oh so much about you. I'm Abrick. It's wonderful to meet you. Same here. I'm still getting my bearings, but I'm looking forward to working with you. I haven't been here long myself, but if you ever have any questions, just let me know, okay? Thanks, I'll do that. Wow, she seems really nice. Watch yourself around this one, Snezhinka. She's a lot more dangerous than she looks. She used to be a teacher, but was fired for building a bomb inside her school. Okay, why, if I may ask, would you ever do that in a school? She really said, fuck it, I am bored. A bomb? That's right, so you'd better be on your best behavior. As should you, Doshka. I think you've earned yourself a timeout for giving away my secrets. Very funny, Abrick. I'm your boss, in case you've forgotten. Oh, silly me, you're in charge here, and that means you get to hand out timeouts. Snezhinka, might I offer you a piece of advice? Consider it a lesson from a former teacher. Of course, what is it? There's a surefire way to foster a good relationship with your boss. Shower them with praise. Shall we give it a try? Here, repeat after me. Doshka, you're so smart. Doshka, you're so smart. Stop that. Doshka, you're so capable. Doshka, you're so capable. Doshka, you're so pretty. Doshka, you're so pretty. Oh my, it would appear our smart, capable, and pretty boss has gone as red as a beet. That's no good, Doshka. A leader needs to know how to take a compliment. Shall we continue, Snezhinka? Enough. You're both in for a timeout now. Aw. She's reading. I know I gave Dasha a hard time earlier, but she really something. Okay, we have money. I'm not worried about money. What am I worried about? There's a little camera up there. Even the most humble citizen has a chance for advancement through service. Fire rate is good. I think we just need to increase our reload speed, because magazine is doing pretty alright as well. So let's just reload speed. Okay, there we go. Will she say anything else? No, okay. I do like how our room just looks good. Look at that fan. That fan is fanning. that's that's how you know a game has advanced graphically. Kazormia faces a dire labor shortage as the working population declines due to the ongoing war. To combat this emergency crisis, a new tax is hereby levied upon individuals lacking substantial contributions to our great nation. This tax applies to unmarried individuals and lower-class citizens whose taxable income falls below a certain threshold. So you get taxed for having less to be taxed on. That's so funny. Nah, haha, funny, but like, wow, that's depressing, kind of funny. A large turret. That could be useful. Sure, why not? We'll take it. A flamethrower? How the hell is a flamethrower gonna be useful against robots? Our turret is in fact capable of missing. That's something good to know. I do like that, unlike the turret of the last game though, this one does seem capable of aiming up and down, even though it seems more like a grenade launcher turret than anything else. It gives me ideas. Ideas for stories, and I think it's just, I don't know, it's cool. Large landmine. No thank you, I will save my money. Get more attack. Oh, that thing got annihilated. What is that thing? Oh, our turret is gone. It has served us well. Okay, knockback. Yeah, I'm gonna up that knockback a little bit more. Oh, we get it back. So we get to keep it for the level, I assume? A light machine gun. High attack and low firing rate. That's basically just what we have, but with more bullets, so I'll take it. Obviously, there's gonna be a larger reload. Oh, the rate of fire is actually worse. But it does have a higher attack, so that's fine. A short-range turret. That's just like a bunch of... It's basically just like a submachine gun turret placement. That thing looks ridiculous, but also kind of cool. I'm gonna get more knockback though. Focus on upgrading myself. Maybe I should have gotten that turret. Okay. Armor-piercing rounds. Okay, that's a blue thing. I'll get the armor-piercing rounds. Especially with this machine gun, I feel like the armor-piercing rounds are probably kind of cool. Can we reshuffle? Yes, we can. Okay, good, good. Reload speed, because we haven't gotten that up in a while. Good thing I got these rounds. Oh. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Oh, it has a timer on it. Does that mean we can reuse it instead of just it being a one-time use? If that's the case, then that's kind of cool. Let's get the large turret again. I'll put it behind us this time around. Trial period, retirees, assessment. We've got exemplary performance. Congratulations on completing your trial period here at Blue Peacock Co. Your performance has exceeded our every expectation. Accordingly, we have decided to offer you a permanent position within our company. Kindly sign the enclosed documents and return them to General Affairs at your earliest convenience. Congratulations, Snezhinka. As of today, you are permanently a member of Blue Peacock Co. Not that I am surprised, of course. I mean, your sister is part of the Molten Iron Squadron. Wait, you know about my sister? Who doesn't? She's on the news practically every day. They say she's fighting on the Northern Front. Now that you've finished your trial period, you're ready to handle some real work. As luck would have it, one of our new work orders is based up in North City, not far from where your sister is stationed. That's not your only option, though. I have a second work order here, and this one asks for you by name. You'd be dispatched to East City and... Huh? This is odd. It looks like it requires you to become an independent contractor. This whole thing is a little unusual, but I guess that just goes to show how much potential the higher-ups see in you. The choice is yours, Snezhinka. Which work order do you want to accept? I feel like becoming an independent contractor might garner us more money. Because I don't think we're going to be able to see our sister either way. So let's go to East City. And I figured, wait, what? You want to be taking on this work order? Means for... You know that taking on this work order means turning down a permanent position here, right? Besides, your sister is fighting up in the north. But if you're sure that's what you want, I'll respect your decision. Alright, let me fill you in on the details of the job. There's a large-scale battle playing out on the outskirts of North City. We've been hired to liberate East City from enemy control while their main force is tied up in the north. Our team will be responsible for recapturing District 13. Okay, so maybe this isn't gonna go the way I thought. Never mind. If memory serves, that's the district your sister defended when she was in East City. That's right, she was stationed there before being transferred to the Molten Iron Squadron. Okay, so East City is the city that got overrun. Then maybe this could be your big break. Just think, if we recapture the city Marfusha failed to protect, it'll be one heck of a feather in your cap. It might give you enough clout to seat your sister again. I hope you're right. Well, that's the plan, sort of. The idea, let's say. We have a long trip ahead of us, Snezhinka. We'll be heading east by train, then fighting our way through enemy territory as we march on the city. Make sure you have everything you need before we move out. Oh, we're just straight up on the train. As of today, you have been contracted to escort strategic cargo to East City. The transport will stop every 10 days to conduct repairs. As you bear the full responsibility for any damage caused due to negligence in your duties, all repair fees will be deducted from your salary. Therefore, Furthermore, please be aware that the terms of your employment have been revised. You will henceforth be employed by our company as an independent contractor and receive a fixed salary as outlined in this contract. We appreciate your understanding in this matter. They got flying stuff. Okay, we better set down our turret pretty damn soon. Select bonus. High risk, high return. Fuck it. Call in artillery support in the next 3 days. For the next 3 days. Nice. Advanced assault rifle with a feature low attack. Okay. That seems to be the... Oh, this is a low attack, actually. I was gonna say, there seems to be a high attack but low fire rate type of thing going on. This is the reverse. Let's go with this. Let's give it a try. That little artillery strike is not useful here, but it is whatever. Iron defense, sure, we can spend the money on it. Oh, that kinda gives up on our molten, you know, stuff. Not molten stuff, but I don't know what to call it. Our armor penetration, that's the thing. Congratulations, as of today, all independent contractors are now obliged to save a self-employment tax. Blah 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 blah. Taxpayers' effort to promote diverse working styles and create a society in which individuals are afforded greater freedom in terms of their employment. How does this new tax help you? Okay. Even the reload animation has its own unique little thing, I just noticed. Okay, they almost got a shot off. That thing just got hit by a random ass thing that went over us. I'll take this gun, even though I don't like it all that much. It's a fair enough gun. You've grown quite a bit since you first started here, Snezhinka. It won't be long before you've maxed out some of your stats if you haven't already. Now, you're probably wondering if that means you can't get any stronger, right? I wasn't, but now that you mention it, I knew it. Be right back. Fear not, Snezhinka. While it may seem that your stats are topped out at 15, they can, in fact, be raised indefinitely. It's a little tiger there. But after a certain point, you'll start to see diminishing returns. You can boost a stat until it comes, until the cows come home, but it won't make you a whole lot stronger. Right. The same is true for your coworkers' levels and objective defenses. A stat's value will turn gray when it hits this certain point and continue to darken as you improve it further. Consider this a sign that you'd be better off focusing attention elsewhere. Uh-huh. I'll keep that in mind. I was distracted by that drawing. I didn't hear a word she said. Say, Doshka, what's that in the corner there? Noticed that, did you? It's pretty cute, if I do say so myself. Surely you recognize it. This little guy's been prowling around the barracks for the last few days. Wait, really? That thing actually exists? You do recognize it, don't you? Think, Snezhinka, think. Toshka's starting to look worried. Snezhinka? She's so proud of what she drew. I can't admit I have no idea what it's supposed to be. You're just pulling my leg, right? A cute animal that's been seen near the barracks? Going by its stubby tail and those sharp teeth, it must be a dog. I was only messing with you, Donka. Of course, I know what it is. It's like... Really? Well, that's a relief. Just yesterday, this little cutie came right up to me and meowed as it rubbed against my leg. Cat. It's a cat. Boy, it sure is cute. Just look at its mouth. I knew you'd recognize the true art. You'd recognize true art when you saw it. The girl needs to go to school. Art school, specifically. That was close. Yeah, the stickers aren't there anymore. What's she doing? Certainly loves to draw. She does indeed. She does indeed. What do we want to increase? We don't really have cooldown reduction. I guess I'll just keep racing. Take this opportunity to give myself 1 extra reload speed since we don't need to do much else. Okay, we can't do anything. We can't go out. That makes sense. Proceed to the next day. I like how we're on a train, technically, and we're still allowed to enter this room. Upgrade our gal. Our buddy there to become stronger. Auto restore. Periodically restore up to 30% of the objective HP. This effect cannot be stacked. Okay, do that. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Okay, that was a little spooky. Dog. Long dog, not even normal dog. Long dog. Adopt a long dog. This can be kept in the barracks. If you already adopted this dog, it becomes even longer. This pet does not offer you any gameplay benefits. Medium turret might be kind of useful. But knockback, so knockback I think will be fine. What the hell is that hot air balloon looking thing? Fire rate increase is lovely. Okay, let's see what else we got in this introduction of qualified invoice system. All independent contractors are now obligated to pay consumption tax in compliance with the new qualified invoice system. This system was implemented to ensure the previous exempt individuals paid the consumption tax they now owe. Kindly note that it does not constitute... Okay. Literally a tax assessed. This is for those that were not required to fill out this tax before. We are now requiring you to fill out this tax. Five-round burst. I don't like that. There we go. Machine gun. Think magazine increase by 2 is more better than having to increase other stuff right now. Yes, as long as I can keep shooting, all is well. Especially with the machine gun in hand. Come on, come on. Shoot the thing, shoot the thing. There we go. Let's take this. Okay, 5 credits, not bad. Fire rate +3. Man, I can only imagine how slow this machine gun would be if we didn't have all that fire rate increase. Coworker level up. You have raise her level by 1. Not again. The food here in the barracks is all pretty gross, but these gel rations are the worst of the bunch. They smell like medicine and leave an artificially sweet taste in your mouth. Just looking at them makes me lose my appetite. Check out them fucking rations. Now, Snezhinka, you won't grow up big and strong if you're a picky eater. Though I do agree that the food here is rather lacking, shall we say. And I've heard that armies often make their rations less palatable to stop soldiers from overeating. Beyond that, the food shortage here in Kazormia have become quite dire. Whatever the case may be, I imagine this is all particularly tough for you. You're still a growing girl, after all. Oh, I know. Here, Snezhinka, you can have this chocolate bar. Chocolate? I couldn't. I mean, wasn't that really expensive? Don't you worry about that, to be honest. I'm not terribly fond of chocolate. You'd be doing me a favor. If you're sure. Thank you, Abrek. She's an angel. My pleasure. Now then, I suppose I should see what the automat has in store for me today. Poor Abrek, she got the same set of rations as me. Just look at her eat, though. She has great posture, and her table manners are flawless. Not to mention that she never complains about the food. And I can definitely imagine someone like her as a teacher. She makes such a great role model, except for that whole making a bomb in a school thing. Wait a second, she hasn't touched her gel rations. Actually, it looks like she's avoiding them entirely. Uh-oh, I think she just noticed me watching. She scooped up a spoonful of the gel and ate it. She's having a hard time keeping it down. Hang in there, Abrek. Phew. It's a good thing she had a cup of water to wash it all down. Remember, Snezhinka, when you're a grown-up, you can't be a picky eater. She went back in for a second bite. I can't tell if she's forcing herself to clean her plate. There. That wasn't so bad. Wow, Abrek. Just wow. And I knew grown-ups had it tough, but that was something else. Reload speed. Long dog. Look at how long this dog is. And slow. I wonder how long the long dog can become. Long dog, long dog, long dog. Elongated doggo. He's still very slow. It's like a platform that carries a mine on it. Okay, we got our gal to level 5. I think she should be good there for a while without us having to worry about upgrading her. grenade launcher. I'm not sure this would be all that useful here. Features arcing rounds that damage all enemies caught in the explosion if you already have this weapon. Submachine gun, there we go. Something we can work with. Oh. Advanced machine pistol. Equipped machine pistol, which features a shield that can be raised while aiming and block enemies. Advanced if you already have this weapon equipped. Okay, so this is like a different thing. This is basically... That's actually kind of cool. A machine gun with a riot shield. Or I guess machine pistol as they call it. Which would technically just be a, you know, submachine gun, but whatever. I get what they're trying to do. The funny shotgun. Fire rate increase, since we've basically gotten our full attack for now. Rebalance is not necessary. Magazine capacity would be cool, but I think knockback for now is also... I don't know how effective knockback is. It doesn't seem to do much knockbacking. It's more so... seems to just slow them down ever so slightly. Sure, let's increase cooldown since we haven't even started on that. We haven't even gotten to the place yet, now that I think about it. How many days were we supposed to spend here? Like 10? 10 days, I think. Just transporting stuff. Alright, I'll just increase the reload speed. We still got a couple durability left on this. Okay, what the hell is that? That is an advanced flying platform that shoots missiles. And we didn't lose a single health point, even though I'm pretty sure... Okay, we might have lost one health point. A light machine gun. Oh, we get a minigun as well? Well, I'll keep the defense thing up, because that seems like it's gonna be useful. Light machine gun A, which features low attack and high fire rate. Sure. Let's go for this. Looks like we've reached the end of the line. We'll have to make it the rest of the way on our own. I'll drive, so keep our eyes peeled for enemies. Will do. So, where's the car? What car? I'm talking about the tank. You know how to drive a tank? You can really handle something that big all on your own? Because they got a little... They have a uniform change. I didn't even notice there for a second. Of course not. That's why I've asked one of my subordinates to serve as its crew. Just don't expect too much from the old thing. It was cobbled together from scrap parts, so it's nowhere near as useful as one of the Army's tanks. It had a limited field of fire and can't turn very quickly, so I'll need you to take out smaller enemies and airborne mechs. Understood. Leave it to me. Even with a tank, I don't see how we're supposed to recapture East City on our own. Yeah, especially if our tank is ass. They gave us some they really said, yeah, let's just give him a clobbered together tank. I mean, we are mercenaries. We're a private military. You would think that would mean that we can afford stuff, but apparently not. Apparently, affording an advanced normal tank is out of the question. But if the enemy really is forced focus on the battle in northern Kazarmia, I guess it might not be too heavily defended. Okay, this tank is very strange looking. You can see, I don't know if you can see it, but you can see her head popping out of the commander's hatch. This is just like some funky ass thing. A double-barreled tank. No wonder we're losing the war. Independent contractor agreement. As of today, you have been contracted to escort the tank to a designated location in the city. The tank will automatically engage enemies using its two primary assets. Cannons, which looses a powerful attack that can strike enemies in the center of the screen. It is only used when large enemies have a significant amount of HP. So for big guys with health. And machine guns fires moderately powerful volleys that can strike enemies that are low on the ground. Okay, you know what? That's fine. Come here, fellas. Uh-oh, okay. Those big things might be a problem. And there you go. Our tank just one shot obliterated those two. Features a variable firing rate that increases as the magazine empties. If you already have this weapon, okay. This looks like a Maxim machine gun almost. I won't get it for now because we're still pretty good on our gun. It's funny that the tank does not have a top turret, so... Reload speed. Pretty please. Yeah, machine guns seem to be pretty good for these anti-air type of missions, I guess. Shaft grenade. Slows the enemy's advance. Sure, let's take that. It's only $2 or 2 credits. Reload, please do it fast. Fast enough, okay. Come on, come on, come on. Don't damage the tank. Okay, we're good. We're good. Cool down. Go forth. We can't sprint, by the way, if you're wondering. I tried. There is no sprint button in this game. We just have walking speed and walking speed while shooting. I'll take the advanced machine gun. We have more ammo in it, so that's kind of cool. Fear not, my tank. You shall not be harmed by any of these foul robots. Even though you're not my tank. I have a feeling the tank will not survive long. If I'm being fair and completely honest. Okay, this is a bit much. A bit much, I say. Condor drone. Purchase a Condor drone to aid in battle. Carries 500 rounds. Rounds of what? You know, like rounds of what? You can't just say rounds. You know what? Let's take him. Let's get him. Can't be all that bad. Medium turret, I guess I can deploy that on the tank, right? Yes, I can. Okay. just keep it there on the tank tread and it'll be fine. Reload speed. We've got cash. We don't need to worry about cash as much in this game so far. I'm sure that's gonna change though. Snezhinka? I've a favor to ask of you, but well, don't be afraid to say no if you aren't comfortable with it. Okay. What exactly do you need from me? Would it be alright if I gave you a hug? Huh? Sure. Oh, hooray! Thank you, Snezhinka. Okay, here goes. Hehe, you're adorable, you know. So small and precious. Abrek? This is actually kind of nice. Almost like when I'm with Marfusha again. Tell me something, Snezhinka. I've heard that your sister fought in District 13. I don't suppose she ever mentioned the girl named Bion, did she? Sorry, I don't think she did. She wasn't allowed to talk about the military when she came home on leave, so I don't know much about her time as a soldier. I think Bion was the medic, maybe? Is this Bion a friend of yours? You could say that. She's my little sister. She's serving in the National Army, but I haven't been able to get in touch with her for some time now. If you ever hear anything about her, it would mean a lot if you'd let me know. And Snezhinka, I hope you get to see your sister soon. Thanks, I hope you do too. This is just sad. Hey, Abrek. I was right about you. You're a good person with a kind and caring heart. After working with you, that much is clear to me. Why, thank you. I think you're a lovely young woman yourself, Snezhinka. So, you know how Doshka, whatever her name is, said that you had to stop being a teacher because you built a bomb? Why did you do it? I can't imagine you doing something like that unless you had a really good reason. Well, it just sort of happened. Of course. It did? That's right. I suppose I just felt like giving it a try. That is not an appropriate answer to a question like this, but okay. I'm not buying it. She's not the kind of person to do something so dangerous on a whim. Abrek, I have some questions about this report. Wait, why exactly are you hugging Snezhinka? Hehe, no need to be jealous, Doksha. You're more than welcome to join us if you'd like. What are you? Hey, don't just pull me into a hug. Release me this instant. I'm your boss, for God's sake. For goodness sake, don't make me put you in timeout again. Freaking the fact that they call it timeout. Nothing is more important than family. I'm sure your sister feels the same. Random stats, reloading speed. You know what? We can just try to get more cooldown or knockback via this thing. So we got magazine size, I think. An increase in magazine. I saw it pop up. That's fine. Long dog, long dog. Blah blah blah. Products are known worldwide for their reliability. The fact that can be attributed to our... Okay. That's just propaganda. Doing propaganda stuff. We love propaganda. More taxes. Advanced tax payment system. To collect a portion of estimated taxes owed by independent contractors ahead of fiscal year. Kindly note that this does not contribute an increase. Okay, whatever, bro. No! These fucking slidey things, I don't like those. They scare me. Assault rifle. We got this in the bag. What is this? Cannon retrofit. Replace the tank's cannons with laser cannons? Sure, why not? That seems like a good thing to do. It seems like there's no downside to that. Why wouldn't you retrofit the tank to have lasers? Retrofit. I mean, not retrofit. Reload speed. Pew pew pew. What the heck? Pigeon drone? Okay, this is just like a smaller version of what we already have. So I'm guessing by the time it runs out of bullets, it just goes away. I mean, our current one hasn't gone away just yet, so... Okay. Every time a swarm of those guys comes around, it's just makes me anxious. What in the world is that thing? Oh, that's what it does. Okay, so we can knock it down, and then it gets shot by the tank, probably. So that's good. Don't buy anything, because we don't need it. I don't know how strong a shotgun would be in this game. Rocket launcher. That's for our blue special. We could save money. You know what? Let's give it a shot. Spreads a 7-shot spread, low attack, large magazine. We gotta try it at some point just to know. Just to know. Okay. Perhaps not the worst. Definitely lets me deal with aerial threats a lot easier. Now the question is whether that's gonna be good against the what do you call them? The big guys. You know what, this shotgun in particular is not that bad. Not bad at all. At least so far. Just increase a random thing. We got lucky and got more magazine. Anything for her to say? Northern front, the enemy line buckles. Okay. If it even gets to be too much, just let me know. I wish the text would remain up for a little longer. Okay, we're in the city proper now. We are getting less money as a whole because of the taxes, but we are also pretty much done with our upgrades. We're just now upgrading a little bit more extra because we can, rather than because we have to. The only one we have to really worry about is the cooldown. Let's save our money. That little guy couldn't move forward a single step. Good thing about the laser is that it's like seems to do penetrative damage to some extent, because it just goes through them. It seems. Let's see. Small magazine, 3-shot spread. We're gonna need something. I guess I could go with the sniper rifle, but let's redraw and hope we get lucky. We did. Okay, thank goodness. Save our money again. These missions do feel pretty long, though, I'm not gonna lie. They feels like it takes quite some time to get any one objective done. Oh, we're seeing some of the older robots from before, from the previous game. I guess that makes sense, right? The newer ones would be getting used for the front that is currently being fought, and these older ones would be, you know, left to essentially act as a garrison force. So bounding mine, the hell is that? Obtain a deployable bounding mine that can activate 3 times, blah 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 blah. I don't really know what that means, so I'm kinda cautious about getting that. I'll save my money once again. I get auto restore just in case anything happens to the tank, although I doubt anything will. Defense for the objective. Oh goodness, oh goodness. Here are some of those those gun guys. Redraw, there's no need. Gonna increase the cooldown just because that's the thing to do. Hey, that's the old gate. That's the old gate we just passed. Let me see if I can go look back at it. Oh god, okay, that's a spider thing. Okay, I meant to put that on the tank, not here. I should have stayed on the tank and put that damn thing on, but no. Okay, now I should be able to get shot by the tank. Or not, I'm not sure. There we go. It's cool that they have weak spots for the bosses now. That seems like they should have had that in the last game as well, but I see why not. We've come up against a lot of resistance here, Doshka. And that's not just normal mechs either. The enemy's sending their biggest guns to stop us. I mean, it was one spider thing. This isn't what we were told to expect. I think we should advise the higher-ups at Blue Peacock to prepare for a tactical retreat. It's no use. I've been reporting on the situation since we entered the city, but they just keep ordering us to advance until we reach the gate to District 13. I mean, we've managed to go pretty far, to be fair. Just like 3 of us, and a random subordinate that's in the tank that we don't know about. Well, good news, we're here. Look at that. You're right. In that case, I'll try to talk some sense into them now that we've done what they wanted. While I'm at it, could you have a look around and see if you can't scavenge up some supplies? There might be something we can use in one of these ruins. I know you can. I know you two can take care of yourselves, but watch your backs out here. And we are deep in enemy territory, so stay alert. I mean, hopefully this will distract the enemy. No, haven't been this hungry in a long, long time. Yeah, it sure would be nice if we could find something to eat. Abrik's real quiet. Abrik? Abrik? Huh? Oh, Snezhinka. Are you okay? You look like you've seen a ghost. I'm... I'm fine. You don't need to worry about me. Missile? Wait, what's that? Missile or artillery? That sounds like a mortar round. Oh no, look like the tank's been hit. Of course, out of all the things that could have hit us, no, the 1,000,001 robots they send against us, no problem. But the mortars that are just coming out of nowhere, this is why you can't keep shit still for like 3 seconds. Look like the tank's been hit. Snezhinka, are you alright? Doshka, we're okay. What about you? Safe for now. The crew and I went looking for supplies after I contacted the company. Thank goodness. This artillery strike has to be meant for us, right? We have to fall back. I mean, obviously, we're the ones strolling in here with a tank. And no screening force but a couple of gals. We can't really be everywhere in a city. And yeah, artillery, mortars coming out of nowhere. Should have maybe hidden the tank somewhere where it would be harder to shoot mortars from or at it. But I suppose that's still hard to do. Just, I guess, surround the tank with tall buildings is the best you could do. Snezhinka, get out of there. You've got mechs headed your way. What? You can't be serious. There's another squad coming. Doshka? Doshka, what happened? Answer me. A hard voice is heard from inside this building. The target may have survived the bombardment. Secure the exits, then send in a squad. She can't be allowed to escape. They're coming. We have to get ready for contact. Take aim, but hold your fire. Oh goodness. That uniform. You're with the National Army. But those are enemy mechs. What's going on here? Why did you try to kill us? That is weird. Okay. What is going on? I mean, why are there enemy mechs and our own guys there? There's no mistake. This is the girl our foreign collaborator spoke of. You must be Snezhinka. There's no need for this to get violent. Surrender your weapons and come with us. We're only trying to do our jobs here. Your jobs? The future of our nation is at stake in this war, and you're hunting down your allies instead of fighting the enemy? Such naivety. You actually believe the drivel the government feeds you? The war is all but over, girl, and we've lost. What? Kazormia is as good as dead. Those of us able to see the writing on the wall are simply trying to put it out of its misery as humanely as possible. Our troops are suffering defeat after defeat on every front. It's only a matter of time before the enemy reaches the capital. When that happens, countless innocents will die in the ensuing battle. The only way to save them is for Kazormia to surrender. But the government won't back down, not now. The propaganda machine has done its job far too well. I'm sure I needn't remind you of their favorite puppet, the storied hero Marfusha. Her rise to glory has swayed the hearts and minds of the Kazormia's populace. You can't begin to imagine how many have died upon the field of battle, hoping to emulate her success. I mean, to be fair, according to some of the endings in the first game, these robots might have people parts in them. So I don't necessarily trust the enemy either. And I don't think they know about the whole there's parts of people in the robots, possibly. Unfortunately, unfortunately for the government, this drawn-out war has taken its toll on your dear sister. She doesn't have much fight left in her. They've begun looking for a replacement, a new hero to parade around in her stead. And their most promising candidate? You. Me? Alas, your sister discovered what they were planning. That you were being forced to shoulder the burden when she was no longer of any use. That's why she fights so desperately, even as her body fails her. She means to carry on until the war is won, or her last breath. She suffers because of you, Snezhinka. Your very existence has made her life a living hell. But you can still save her. All you have to do is surrender, and we can end this war. Marfusha, all this time she's been suffering because of me? I don't believe him, that's cap. Now, Snezhinka, you ought to know better than to believe what someone like that has to say. You aren't to blame for what's happening to your sister. He's simply trying to paint you as the villain to manipulate you into doing what he wants. Naughty boy. As a former teacher, I think you could use a refresher course on ethical conduct. A teacher turned mercenary? It can't be. You're that bomber, Abrek. Mex, initiate combat protocols. Kill them both. Why is it that the moment she comes out, it's like, oh, time to kill him? What did she do? Yes, come to our attention that you disobeyed our direct orders by abandoning the designated bombardment site. What? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? We disobeyed orders by not being in the bombardment site. We weren't ordered to be in the bombardment site. This act of defiance violates the term of your employment, and as such, your contract with Blue Peacock Co. is hereby terminated. We regret to inform you that the combat situation in which you find yourself is entirely unrelated to our company's operation. Blue Peacock Co. cannot be held liable for injuries, damages, or death, and is unable to honor any claims for workers' compensation. We urge you to seek shelter and defend yourself at your earliest convenience. Oh, we're fucked. So we're in the middle of nowhere. Not only are we in the middle of nowhere, in some city we probably shouldn't have gone into, we're gonna be killed by our own men. Using enemy things. I don't even know what we're supposed to do. How are we supposed to survive this shenanigan? Good thing this shotgun does work. This shotgun does work though. So, you know, we're not doing too bad. Grenade launcher, we're gonna need it. Oh, it's just straight up kind of like a missile thing. It's a bolter, guys. It's a bolter. Just shoot things in that direction until it all dies, you know? Oh, what the hell is that? That's literally just a big saw. It's a big saw. Okay, good thing we have explosive damage because we can damage the components of the thing and stop it in its tracks like almost immediately. I'll take another small barricade. I'm sorry, Snezhinka. It seems that last mech got the better of me. Try not to move. We can stop the bleeding somehow. I'll be okay. I'm tougher than I look, but we can't keep fighting out here in the hall. We'd better make shelter in one of those rooms. I'm so sorry, Aprek. This is all my fault. Those soldiers are only here for me. You should surrender. And abandon you? No. Besides, I very much doubt they'd let me live even if I did. This is my choice. Wait, it can't be. Snezhinka, that camera in the corner. Would you fetch it for me? A camera? What good is that now? Please, it's important. Don't tell me she's gonna make a bomb with a camera. If you say so, here. I've never seen Abrek look this intense. Abrek? You really were here. Be on. Oh, even without my rifle, I will protect you. Okay, so this is the room. This is the room from the first game. This grenade launcher kind of wild. 40 damage on this thing. We just have to hold on a little longer, she says. I mean, we can try. And unlike the first game, your buddy now has a pistol in the final levels, so instead of their assigned weapon, I suppose, we'll call it that. Guess we can get a bit of a cooldown on our defensive thing. This thing is overpowered as hell. I love it. Day 99, we just got one more day to go. Okay, that thing is definitely a problem. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, yep, that hurt a little. Our girl back there is not up. I think she's dead. Ow, okay. Come on, live. We just gotta live a little longer. I don't see our partner's pistol. I'm worried about her. There we go. All stages completed. Whew. Okay. That was impressive. You managed to hold them off all by yourself. Stay with me, Abrek. I'll take another look around. Maybe there's some medical supplies I missed. Snezhinka. The news said that your sister single-handedly protected this district. But if that's true, why is this place in ruins? If you ask me, I think she was fighting a losing battle. Routed time and time again, cornered just like us. And the worst of the fighting must have taken place here in this room. What's more, I don't think she was alone. Surely you've noticed all the bloodstains and bandages. I don't know for certain what happened here, only why the government neglected to mention her allies. But thinking back, I recognized the haunted look in your sister's eyes, the overpowering guilt and regret in her expression. She had the look of a person searching for a place to die. I know that feels all too well. Snezhinka, you can still save your sister. Let's get out of this trap so you can go to her. But how, when they have surrounded us? You leave that to me. I'll need to borrow these. What are your good luck, Snezhinka. And farewell. You can't. Soldier, if I might have your attentions? This is Abrek from Blue Peacock Co. I'd like to offer you my formal surrender. You needn't worry about Sentinel escaping. I knocked her out just moments ago. I'm coming out now, so please don't shoot. If you'd be so kind as to meet me in front of the dorm, I will place myself in your care. Abrek? Wasn't she the mastermind behind the bombing or something? That's right. That's her, all right. She was on the news a while back. A monster of a teacher who tried to blow up her school, students and all. Goodness, it would seem my reputation precedes me. Should have expected a criminal like you to sell out a comrade to save her own skin. Oh, yes, quite. Indeed, I am most grateful for my checkered past. That is why you've been so kind as to gather in one spot for me, is it not? Now I'll show you the lengths a teacher is willing to go, as I did for my precious student, and this time for Snezhinka. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. Grenades, hit the... They dead. They dead. When I awoke, Abrek was gone, and the siege had been broken. I ran, heading north as fast as my legs would carry. Along the way, I heard on the radio that Marfusha was to fight in the decisive battle for North City. The journey was far from easy. Between pursuit from the soldiers who attack us in East City and clashes with the enemy mechs, it was sheer luck that I made it at all. But by the time I arrived, the battle was over, and Marfusha, she'd been killed in action. I was still in shock when the National Army found me. They welcomed me into their ranks with open arms, claiming that my patriotic resolve to fight on despite the loss of my sister would make me a symbol for the next leg of the war. So be it. I'm done caring. If the government wants a symbol, I'll give them a symbol. Kazuo or Mia, the enemy, it's all the same to me. I hate them both. They took everything from me, my precious sister and the mentor who I deeply and truly admired. So I'll fight on, spreading the flames of strife to every corner of the land. Then everyone will suffer as I have. Damn. Damn, she has said I'm gonna become a war criminal. What is this, Metal Gear? we're just gonna start wars left and right. Okay, in this game, you get to only see what you've unlocked. Had Marfusha always had two eyes, or is that like a... Oh no, I think that's just her, like, cyborgized a little bit. Third class citizen employed at Nelsicone Bakery. Okay, that's where she used to work. She got drafted, transferred to the Molten Iron Squadron. Snezhinka's older sister, and member of the elite Molten Iron Squadron, which answers directly to Kazormia's supreme leader. She throws herself into battles heedless of her own safety, as if trying to atone for some grave sin at the cost of her own life. Thus far, it has only served to earn her a great number of accolades. Given how extraordinary it is for a middle-class citizen to be accepted into one of the Army's most elite units, the government portrays her as a patriotic commoner who rose through the ranks to become an elite defender of the nation. In truth, because the Supreme Leader left her comrades to die, she actually hates her own country's army as much as she does the enemy's nations. I'll prove to everyone that their lives had meaning. Okay, so we need to view ending 8 to unlock an extra page, which is cool. Abrek. Let's see. Graduated from Resvet University. Fired from Alenka Middle School. A sisterly bomber who is rarely without a smile. In contrast to the many problematic employees working at Blue Peacock Co., Abrek is amongst the few who don't make trouble for the small PMC. She is gentle by nature and often puts the needs of others before her own. Her strong work ethic earns her favorable marks on personnel reviews, so much so that the higher-ups often overlook the fact that she's a ninth-class citizen. Yet, this model employee has a dark past. Prior to joining Blue Peacock Co., Abrek worked as a middle school teacher, but was fired after causing an incident in which she built an improvised explosive device inside of the school. Abrek is currently searching for information about her younger sister, who vanished some time after being drafted into the Kazormia army. Abrek was constantly bullied as a child on account of her low social standing. She may have turned out very different were it not for her teacher, who intervened and made sure she was safe. As Abrik was raised by a single father, her teacher became a mother figure of sorts, shaping young Abrik's personality and inspiring her to dream of becoming a teacher herself. In Kazormia, teaching is traditionally seen as a profession for middle or upper class citizens. As a ninth class citizen, Abrek's chances of earning her teacher certificate were slim at best. Determined, Abrek threw herself into her studies with the support of her family, eventually managing to achieve her goal. Unfortunately, her teaching career would come to an end just 6 months later when she was fired from for building an improvised explosive in the school at which she worked. But while Albrecht herself admitted to creating the bomb, the truth is that she did no such thing. It was actually the work of a student who, for months of being bullied, had decided to take revenge on his tormentors. Because of her own experiences with bullying, Abrick felt that she had failed this student. She hadn't been able to protect them as her teacher had protected her. Hoping to give the young youth a second chance, Abrick took the blame for the entire affair, sacrificing her dream job in the process. After her sentence was suspended, Abrick accepted a job at a private military company in order to track down her younger sister, who had been drafted into the Kazormian army. Thus far, all she had been able to learn is that her sister may have been stationed in East City District 13. And we got Marfusha, who's we've already seen her thing. Snezhinka, a part-time baker clerk turned mercenary. Though she would have been sent to join the war following her admission to Sergei military schools, Snezhinka was granted an exemption due to her sister's many valorous achievements in battle. Unable to watch as Marfusha drew herself closer to the breaking point, she sought employment at a private military company in order to head to the front lines and rescue her sister. Can't wait for Marfusha to come home. It's up to me to save her. She dislikes phone calls. That's sad. As a little girl, Snezhinka always walked a few steps behind those around her and preferred reading picture books alone in her room rather than spending time with other children her age. Born of an affair, she was raised solely by her mother. Unfortunately, her mother was not terribly interested in being a parent. Neglected much of the time, Snezhinka learned to amuse herself playing outside so she could spend as little time as possible home. Everything changed when she started elementary school. Citing financial hardships, Zinka's mother sent her to live with her father and half sister. The two were total strangers to her, and being forced to live under the same roof as them made her so nervous that she could barely manage to eat. Though Snezinka never grew close to her father, her sister, Marfusha, was delighted to have a little sibling and doted upon her at every opportunity. For the first time in her life, Snezinka knew what it was like to be loved. She soon grew to consider Marfusha her only true family. After Marfusha was conscripted into the Kazormian army, Snezinka could only watch as her beloved sister grew weaker by the day. It pained her to know there was nothing she could do to help, so when Marfusha stopped replying to her letters, Snezinka decided enough was enough. Though it was though it ran counter to her naturally docile demeanor, she set off for the front lines of the war. It would be dangerous, yes, but she refused to let that stop her. Come that what may, she would save her sister with her own two hands. Then we got weapons. There's a lot of weapons. Oh, we got a shooting range. Hold up. Guess a shooting range with the weapons we've got. And there's a Doshka just sleeping on the bench there. Trying not to fall asleep. What's that on the wall? Military Security Department Division 2 Doshka's team. Hector, Anita, Doshka, Krasavka, Lizishka, Abrek, and Dezik. Well, I can't confirm because I can't see my my cursor. Hello? Okay, there we go. I guess I'm supposed to pick a weapon. There we go. kind of cool that they have this so that you can sort of get used to all the other weapons, but it's just funny how she's just asleep there. She just, you can't wake her up, nothing. She's just eepy. She's just eepy. Alright, handgun. Alright, just a pistol that's issued to everybody. And this magazine is ridiculous. It's like it's not even in the gun, which would mean that there's like it's an extended magazine, but it's clearly not because you only have like 7 rounds in this thing. Kind of rounds do they fit in there that you can only have 7? Given its ubiquity, many refer to it as the people's pistol. Firearms training is a core part of Kazarmian military school curriculums, and this handgun is the first weapon most children learn to handle, as it is simple to maintain and breaks down into very few parts. To ensure they will be prepared for nighttime combat, all students are required to prove that they can disassemble, maintain, and reassemble their gun while blindfolded in order to begin middle school. Though it is highly accurate when aimed, it is still just a handgun. Combatants should switch to another weapon as soon as possible. Handgun B, an illegally modified handgun that incorporates the bump stock from a GZ-72 semi-automatic, converting it into a fully automatic weapon. While this improves its fire rate of fire, its rate of fire, the motion of the stock severely impacts the accuracy. Even so, civilians living in areas where it is illegal to possess automatic firearms frequently modify this weapon using conversion kits to better defend themselves from enemy troops. Makes sense. The good shotgun. The VNDD Bulldog, a shotgun developed by a well-established firearms manufacturer. Its high-capacity drum magazines allow it to fire rapidly, making it an excellent weapon for laying down suppressive fire. The springs used in its magazines are incredibly powerful and have been known to cause severe injuries, including broken bones and severed fingers while reloading. I don't know if that's how that works, but sure. The problem has become so widespread that the manufacturer has issued a warning that extreme caution should be taken when swapping out magazines. This weapon was named by the manufacturer's president at the time of its creation, who was particularly fond of dogs. The Calm 644, a military-grade Gauss light machine gun that uses a special feed strip to boost its rate of fire as its remaining ammunition diminishes. Some claim that this weapon can stop an enemy assault through sound alone, as the psychological toll it exacts causes hostile troops to shrink back as the time between gunshots grows shorter. True though this may be, it also allows enemies to determine how many shots it has remaining. As a result, many light machine gunners have been killed soon after their weapon ran out of ammo. The Army now recommends that gunners arrange for support personnel to assist while reloading. I'm pretty sure that whole legend thing is based off of like a real thing. Or like there used to be a I guess like a legend about how machine guns, yes, the sound of machine guns cracking alone would be terrifying enough to make the enemy just like duck down. And it's like, well, no, that's they duck down because they're getting shot at, not because of the sound. The GDS 4K, a smaller version of the GDS 4 submachine gun, developed specifically for use in domestic counterterrorism operations. It was designated to be highly accurate with a limited rate of fire to minimize collateral damage when used in urban combat situations. One of its lead designers, an individual of Japanese descent, insisted on adding a bayonet lug to the barrel so a dedicated bayonet could be affixed to the end. Due to the risk of injury, however, these bayonets were never actually used. That's funny. It's like, why not put a bayonet on a submachine gun? I mean, you are using it for urban warfare, so. The J-Jetfire, a miniaturized rocket launcher developed by ambitious weapon designers seeking to create an assault rifle that fired unguided rockets. It was hyped up as a cutting edge weapon that would offer explosive firepower with very little recoil to minimize noise. In practice, however, this weapon is plagued with problems. The rockets it uses are expensive to produce, and due to the weapon's ignition system, have a low muzzle velocity. Ultimately, the army decided not to adopt its use in its arsenal, despite its faults. However, it has found its niche among a handful of weapon collectors. Oh, this is based off of the like an actual gun as well, where they try to make a rocket propelled. Not that I'm looking at like the handle of it, and yeah, that's like the pistol, the rocket bullet pistol, basically just having a rifle built around it. At least that's kind of what it looks like. The R-78 Supermarine, a bullpup assault rifle with a short barrel and a high rate of fire in order to prevent corrosion while at sea. This model employs a stainless steel frame with a rust-resistant chrome plating. They are often issued to the crew of military vessels. However, due to the severe corruption that plagues the Navy's hierarchy, the lion's share of them are quickly sold on the black market for a small profit. Oof. The AAR-14, a powerful high-caliber assault rifle that forms a straight line from barrel to stock in what is known as a straight line recoil configuration. This helps offset the weapon's muzzle flips, which, combined with its low firing rate, allows it to shoot with reliable precision. It was marketed as a next-gen weapon that never needs to be maintained, but in practice it tends to malfunction if the firing chamber isn't cleaned periodically. And thus no light. The light machine gun developed in the IC North by using custom-made low-caliber ammunition. It manages to boast a high rate of fire without sacrificing power. It also incorporates synthetic fabrics into its design, making it way less than other light machine guns. Many soldiers favor it when fighting in colder climates, so their fingers tend not to stick to the trigger. Then the other light machine gun, the RDK, a light machine gun designed to unleash sustained volleys of powerful bullets at a low rate of fire. Its high firepower and large magazine make it a reliable and potent weapon, though it is quite accurate when the user braces against its recoil. Its weight makes it less suitable for battle that requires a lot of mobility. And then the XCAR 12, a military grade Gauss rifle featuring a rotating barrel that spins 120 degrees each time the weapon is fired. This allows it to attain a high rate of fire that most conventional rifles of higher fire rate of fire than most conventional assault rifles. It has yet to be approved for widespread use, as preliminary testing has resulted in a great number of accidents. Its complex firing mechanisms tends to malfunction, and soldiers have sustained severe injuries when their limbs are caught in the barrel's rotation. Many have already started referring to it as a spin toy or revolting bludgeon. I mean, I guess you just have to make a thing around it so that, I mean, you have a Picatinny rail looking thing. You could probably just add something to hold on to there. Memories, opening and ending. Okay, I guess this is just where we get to see each cutscene. Hold on. There's one missing here. Just the loud music blaring in my ears the moment I get to the damn opening screen. I'm going to use the restroom real quick, and I'll be right back. I return, and the game should pop up back on the screen, hopefully. Yes, it has. Okay, we're good. We're fine. I'm gonna go... Oh, we have an option now. I guess normal. What does this mean? Oh, okay. After viewing a coworker's ending, you can use their playstyle in story mode. That's interesting. Okay, so if we play as Snezhinka, all weapons have 1 durability plus and slightly improved shooting groups. Shot groups, right? Because she went to, you know, military school and whatnot. You can use the exclusive Electro Thermal Cannon green gadget card. I don't think I'm gonna really use that. Attack, everything is 3s. And then if I start with Abric, assault rifles have a 2+ on their durability and improved attack. Assault rifle cards appear more often. Your gadget cooldown timer increases by 5 each time you choose not to buy anything from the card pool, and by 1 each time you defeat an enemy. Sounds pretty sick, to be fair. But it does lower our standard attack by 1. You know what, let's give it a shot. We like using the assault rifles anyways, a lot. Even though I'm more of a machine gun guy. This is just like the standard all around. I gotta say, like, I don't know why she looks so cute with her boots. I don't know what it is about her boots, but they're just so, like, they're so big and clunky. So big and clunky. She just looks so cute with them. Let's just go with Abric's setup, I guess. Go through this. I know I can just press the skip, but... Okay. Where are these foul robots? Increase our attack. Even though having a sniper would be kind of cool. I don't know who we'll pick next. For our, like, basically, you know, to be our next war buddy. We need to save up money, but whatever. Okay, we got $7. I'll take the shotgun just because it's better than a pistol. This thing is not that good. I mean, the shots are pretty, you know, closed in, so that's fine. Guardian cannon sounds awesome. Obtain a recoilless rifle that fires a number of piercing plasma orbs equal to the objective's defense. +2. Okay, so this is only really useful if you up your defense on that. Okay, obtain long-range turret that automatically attacks on deployment. Okay, this is a single-use thing. I'll just save my money. more attack because we need the shotgun to do work. Okay, yep. Just leave it without aiming. Don't aim. That freaking small amount of capacity is gonna bite us in the ass, but that's fine. Let's take the rifle, and then we can just not use any money. Handgun C. That's awesome. Just a pistol. Freaking revolver, I mean. I guess we can try and do a run alone. See how that goes for us. Okay, no different dialogue. Welcome, Snezhinka. I like how there's a little welcome party. Okay, so that's why there's all kinds of stuff. Let's take a shower so that we can get that reload speed up. Since we have pretty much just attack. Just all our thing is just on attack. I think we can throw hands alone. Maybe. That'll be difficult as hell, but not impossible. As long as I get a couple turrets here and there. Fire rate with this much ammo? Sure. Damn it, okay, I could have hit that, but I didn't. Submachine gun, fine. Yeah, this is gonna be harder if I do it alone because those just specific drones that it just require you to have more bullets just flying around, and the explosive drones are one of those drones. You either need a turret that's helping you out, or you just need to lock in, I guess. Small turret is, you know, gonna be helpful. Don't know when I'm gonna use it, but probably not now. I'll save it for the next stage. That is a cool looking grenade launcher. Alright, we're gonna need to be careful with our money. I'm waiting for a rifle, because that's kind of what our advantage is in. Hmm. Okay, I'll take that jammer. That seems like it's gonna be useful. 2, 3, 4. Still nowhere near enough. Something the matter, Snezhinka? Snezhinka. I still can't pronounce her name right. Wait a second. You're still going it alone? Things are only going to get harder from here on out. You should really get around to recruiting a coworker. I'd like to, honest. The thing is, I'm a little short on credits. Ah, that's fair. Oh, alright. Look, come by my quarters at mealtime. Honestly, you'd be grateful to have a boss as generous as me. I am, but how will that help? Out of the kindness of my heart, I'm going to cook for you. Really? But, Dushka, I don't want to be a burden. Don't worry about it. An extra serving or two is no trouble at all. Besides, I am your boss, aren't I? I make a lot more than you. That's a lie. Anyway, you joined this company so you could track down your sister, right? You can't afford to let something as trivial as money get in your way. Just don't get your hopes up. My cooking's not much better than the slop that comes out of that automat, and now all I have in my pantry are potatoes from my family's farm. Noshka, I really appreciate this, but maybe you should let me help with the cooking. Noshka treats you to a few meals, letting you save on food expenses. You obtain 10 credits. Okay, so they they really want you to go at it with a friend, at least. So I wonder what happens if you just don't. You just risk it, just go at it without anybody. Maybe we'll get an ending with, Dushka. I'd like to see how that looks like, to be fair. Okay, get me... You know what? Fine. I'll take this machine gun. They'll throw... That thing throws bombs? That doesn't even make sense. Cooldown. It's like a shotgun. Oh boy, well, there goes the machine gun. I should have put it back here so that there would have been some help instead of just death from my little guy, but can't have it all, I guess. Upgrade not back a little, because that needs some help. Come on, high risk, high reward. Let's go. Okay. We got money. That's what we got. Yeah, we're gonna need this thing. No, it's because it's a shooter. It shoots missiles. Sorry, I don't know what the hell's wrong with my words. Oh, it only slows them down in a certain range. I see. So I need to be careful with how I use that thing. I need to basically get up in their face and just use it there. Oh boy, okay, well, that's gonna come out of my goddamn paycheck. Yeah. Okay, this is not gonna go too well, but we'll try our best anyways. We have to. We don't got a choice in that. I keep forgetting how my freaking thing works. I'll be right back. I gotta check up on some things that I almost forgot about again. So, you'll all stay here with the screen. Alright, I'm back. Alright, what do we want here? Let's get fire rate. Okay. Worst time to have to reload. I will take this because it's just I don't like that 5 burst shot. Even though they're relatively, it's a relatively strong thing, I just don't like it. That thing is pointing its cannon towards my freaking thing. I will not let that happen. Okay, it might happen. Okay, never mind. We're good. Please die. There we go. We're good. We're good. This is worrying me. We just need this thing. We need it. Need anything that's a turret, basically. Okay, your performance, blah, 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 blah. Return them to the earliest convenience. Congratulations, Snezhinka. Now that you've finished your trial, you're ready to handle some real work, which is good because we just received a new work order. Let me fill you on the details. There's a large-scale battle playing out on the outskirts of North City. District 13. If memory serves, this is the district your sister defended from, right, in East City. That's right. She was stationed there before being transferred to the Molten Iron Squadron. Then maybe this could be your big break. Just think, if we could recapture the city Marfusha failed to protect, it'd be a heck of a feather on your cap. It might even give you enough clout to see your sister again. I hope you're right. We have a long trip ahead of us, Snezhinka. Snezhinka will be heading east by train and then fighting our way through the enemy territory as we march onto the city. Make sure you have everything you need before we move out. Okay, so it's automatic when you're alone. You're going to the you are going to that eastern city whether you want to or not if you're alone, apparently, because I didn't even get to make a choice. Squad tactics. Your coworkers follow you into battle. If only I had chosen squad members. I will not be having any squad members, unfortunately for me. Let's not use anything. We can take this opportunity to save money because, well, last stand. Raise your reload speed by 1 if your weapon durability is less than 4. Is this like a permanent thing or only a momentary thing? I'm gonna take it in case it's a permanent thing. I'll take this grenade launcher. Right, okay, this doesn't really help all that well, but sure. This grenade launcher is not all that strong. A light machine gun, that looks like a goddamn minigun. Advanced light machine gun B, which features a very large magazine capacity and slow-moving shots. If you already have this weapon, blah 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 blah. I mean, we can take it, but I'd rather just upgrade. And we need the auto restoration, so let's take auto restoration. Increase magazine no, that's not magazine capacity. We are very low on magazine capacity right now. There we go. Let's switch to the assault rifle. You've grown quite a lot since you started here, Snezhinka. It won't be long before you've maxed out. I'm wondering how to get stronger. Now that you mention it, I'll be right back. Stats pot are 15. Okay, we can skip this. Let's try to get a random thing. Okay, extra magazine capacity. That's nice. Get knockback. This'll be cool. Defense up because we did not pick the heal for our train here, so we're gonna have to suffer the consequences of that. Nope. And my turret did not do the thing I expected it to do, which was shoot things. But sure, that's fine. That is fine. Get a pigeon, why not? get a little friend. Redraw. Come on, there's gotta be something. Okay, knockback, sure. This is pretty darn hard. I guess that's the point, right? You're doing this alone, so you gotta rely on equipment. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, our missile thing is dead. Auto restoration, we'll get some weapon next time. Advanced sniper rifle. Having a sniper is never really a good thing here. Oof, okay, that's not good either. Okay, let's see. This is fine. This is fine. It's not a rifle, but it helps us. Anything that's automatic is basically the only thing I'm picking up. Because I'm not dealing with a bunch of bomber drones if I don't have that. Lately, it's been guns, guns, and more guns. Everything I learned back at the bakery is starting to slip away. Maybe if I go through the motions, I'll be able to keep it all fresh in my mind. Alright, let's pretend I wanted to make some Darnitsky wheat bread. Or no, Stolishi rye. The trick is to knead the dough very well. Knead, knead, knead. It's all coming back to me. Knead, knead, knead. Now I need to work it harder. Knead, 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 knead. Snezhinka, you're coming by for dinner tonight, right? And I figured you'd be sick and tired of potatoes by now, so I splurged and bought some sausages today. No need to thank me. Looking after my subordinates is all part of the... Why exactly are you grabbing at the air like that? Knead, 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 knead. Eep! Hey, that tickles! Snezhinka, stop! What are we doing to her? What is exactly going on there? What did we do? What do we need? I guess I'll just go for a random. Another magazine increase. Okay. Did we ever trade out something for... We may have done something by accident. Because I remember that was a 9 already. So the fact that it went back up to 9 means that we lowered it to 8 somehow. Got another buddy. Cooldown would be nice, because our cooldown, our gadget still takes a while. And I know we have an advanced thing where the more we don't take stuff from the cards, it kind of stacks a little bit. But we don't do that very often, so... And the fact that our jammer isn't the best thing, I might need to switch that out for something else. Okay, it's kind of... It's we're gonna have to use the jammer, I think. Maybe? Okay, no, we're good. Alright, can we switch out for our rifle? Oh, this is... no good. But fine. And the reason I said it's no good is not because, you know, I don't like the machine gun, it's just because we had the option between picking a long-range, you know, turret thing, and I kind of wanted that, but unfortunately, we had to take a gun. We had to take the gun. Okay. Sure, increase the fire rate, why not? Oh yeah, that thing, I forgot this thing exists. Okay, well, this is gonna hurt our freaking thing quite a lot. Okay, all of you slow down. Alright, stop hurting my freaking thing. And machine gun, please machine gun them. Obtain a gadget that significantly increases blah blah blah. I'll take this, honestly, because that's better than the jammer. Looks like we've reached the end of the line. We'll have to make it the rest of the way on our own. I'll drive, so keep your eyes peeled for enemies. Will do. So, where's the car? I'm talking about the tank. You know how to drive a tank? Can you really handle something that big all on your own? Of course not. Subordinate. Okay. We're gonna have to remember that if we get any turrets, we gotta put them down on the tank itself. And we, right now, do not have any. So we'll have to splurge on money for the sake of a turret or two. At least the long-range ones, because those are pretty good. Or the heavy turrets. Those are pretty decent as well. I'll take this one. Pump up that attack, because that's gonna be necessary for our sort of continued existence. Oh goodness, okay, that is... Every time I reload, I get a slight panic, because I'm like, they're a little closer than I'd like. Replace them with multi-cannons? Sure, until we get the laser, I would like them to be able to shoot more. Don't know what the difference between the multi-cannons and the big cannons are. Okay, they can do whatever the hell that is. They can shoot artillery, I guess. All-out delay. Enemies move 3 slower for the next 3 days. Okay, that's good for me. Knockback. Okay, what else is coming our way? You flying fellows are not very good at your job now that you can't really go fast at all. It looks like they got jerry cans attached to the side, which they might. She looks bored. And then she hides in their tank when they get too close. I didn't even notice that the last time around. Sure, let's get another pigeon drone. Okay, it's a good thing that the pigeon drone kind of goes along with me and doesn't stay behind. Come on, there's gotta be... No? Please, give me a something. I just need a turret. I need a turret, please. Now they're not wanting to give me a turret. Good thing the tank can sort of take care of itself, though. I'm glad for that. Tell me something, Snezhinka. Why are you so determined to find your sister? What do you mean? Think about it. You're putting your life on the line for a handful of credits a day. Also, you can look for her. Not everyone would be willing to go that far, even for a family member. You must really care about her. You have me there. Alright, let me start at the beginning. Marfusha and I are actually half-sisters. Our father had an affair with my mother, who raised me on her own. But when money got tight, she sent me off to live with my father and sister instead. The two of them were barely scrapping by even before I came into the picture. With an extra mouth to feed, Marfusha had to get a job to make meets end. I felt terrible that she had to sacrifice so much for a complete stranger like me. I figured that the least I could do was keep my head down and stay out of her way. But if my sister was bothered by it, she never let it show. From the very beginning, she was nothing but kind to me. I knew that she started working to put food on the table, but when I asked, she told me she'd been wanting to get a job all along. And though she had precious few days off, she always spent them with me, playing games or showing me how to handle a gun. That explained why you're such a good shot. You couldn't have asked for a better teacher. I wouldn't have made it this far without her, that's for sure. Marfusha might keep her feelings close to her chest, but she's the most thoughtful person I've ever met. She's willing to put others first and do what needs to be done, no matter what it costs her. She's more than a sister to me. She's my role model. I'd be lucky to be half the person she is. I see. Marfusha is one lucky lady to have a sister who loves her as much as you. If there's anything I can do to help you find your sister, be sure to let me know. Oh, and stop by my quarters for dinner tonight. Thank Doshka. I really appreciate it. Though I'm guessing we're having potatoes again? That's where you're wrong. I have something extra special for us this time. Get excited, because tonight we're having sweet potatoes. Hell yeah. Hooray! It is truly worth the celebration. More taxes, yep. Reload speed, increase that. This is why we save money. Maybe we could have saved a little more if we didn't try to get all those redraws, but I really needed those redraws. And they really didn't give us anything in return, to be fair. Not much at all. Blah, blah, blah. Sure, let's take this submachine gun. We haven't tried it before. Nope, I missed it. The tank got a little damaged, but that's fine. Erase the defense on the tank. I like how you only see this specific thing like once and that's it. Okay, I don't know what that does, but keep it away, I guess, is the game. Come on, there we go. I'll increase knockback again. This submachine gun's not the best, but it works for what we need it to do. A little pigeon dude's run out of ammo, so he's gone. Restoration, sure. Why not? Oh, come on. There we go. Maybe we can redraw? Hopefully get something good? Okay, that's, you know, good enough. Place that, you stupid thing. Why did I fall off the tank? That's gonna hurt me emotionally. Rifle, finally. You know, they say there's an increase in the rate of those showing up, but it doesn't feel like it. Kinda doesn't. In the beginning it did, but now it just kinda feels like it's showing up at the same rate as anything else. There we go. I'm gonna reshow. Actually, chance card. Lose 10 credits. Okay, well, that's not pleasant. But at least we get defense up by 1 for the objective, so yay. No, well, okay, well, that's fine. That took care of it. The tank took care of itself. Who would have known? Redraw. Okay, sure. Attack by 1. Alright, we'll just not spend money on this next time, and then we've not received many turrets of any kind so far. Maybe we just got real lucky the last time around. I'm not excited for the boss that comes around in this area. Come on, there's gotta be something. There we go, okay. Is this where the boss shows up? Yes, it is. Knock the spider down, knock the spider down. There we go. Tank, do your thing, please. Okay, it does not do as much damage as I thought it would, but that's fine. And we got him. Easy peasy. Let me just take care of a couple of things that are popping up on my phone. Alright. What do I want to do? I'll probably just save. We're coming up against a lot of resistance here, Doshka, and it's not just normal mechs either. The enemy's sending their biggest guns to stop us. This isn't what we were told to expect. Blah, 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 blah. It's no use. Okay. Yeah, this is the same conversation. This time we're alone when scavenging. Or I guess now we're with Doshka. I know we're running low on rations, but are you sure it's okay for us to ignore the company's orders like this? I mean, they told us to park the tank in front of the gate and sit tight until they contact us with further orders. Don't worry about it. We're mercenaries, not soldiers. Besides, if they wanted us to sit around waiting, they should have sent us off with enough provisions to keep our bellies full. Oh, look. Snezhinka. I found us something to drink. Nice going. Maybe I can... This looks like a Coke can. Wait, what's that? That sounded like a mortar round. It's a barrage. Get down! Whatever they're firing at can't be far. Doshka, look outside. The tank's been destroyed. Okay, they hear the voices. Those are the people outside. The target may have survived the bombardment. Secure the exits. Then send in the squad. She can't be allowed to escape. Yeah, they really just want us dead. Because if they wanted to keep us alive, they wouldn't have sent a a bombardment to get us killed. We have to get ready for blah blah. Hold your fire. The uniform, your national army, was with those enemy mechs. What's going on here? Why did you try to kill us? There's no mistake. This is the girl our foreign collaborator spoke of. You must be Snezhinka. There's no need for this to get violent. We're only trying to do our jobs. Your jobs, the future of our nation, blah blah. Okay, skip until our girl shows up, probably. Don't believe a word of this nonsense, Snezhinka. Doka? Doshka? I don't know why I said Doka. If your sister is fighting to keep you safe, it's because she cares about you. Your death wouldn't solve a thing. And with all due respect to the government, they'll need to look elsewhere for a new puppet. Snezhinska's working for the Blue Peacock now, and I have no intention of letting anyone run off with one of my most promising subordinates. Blue Peacock? Ah, that tiny company of yours. Just how do you think we knew where to find you, Wipe that grin off your face, as if I needed you to tell me what we've been sold out. Lock and load, Snezhinka. Once we deal with these clowns, we've got letters of resignation to write. It's literally just a puppet, I guess. A puppet company. Holy shit, she's got a grenade launcher. So she becomes our buddy for this effort. That big ass grenade launcher looks so goofy in her grasp, just in her hands. She's as tall as we are. No, we're taller than her. And she's supposed to be our subordinate. That's wild. Doka. Doka is level 1. So if we don't get anybody, we get her to fight with in the end. Okay. Redraw? Good enough. I'll just increase the ammo capacity till we reach to 20, if it lets us do that. Last stand on this is fine because, yeah, we'll need it. Good thing my bullets are strong. Got an extra knockback thing. We might need a barricade a little later, but I don't think we'll need it for now. Okay, we're not doing as much damage as we could be. And this is kind of scary because that thing's gonna start zooming towards us pretty damn soon. As long as Doshka just keeps shooting them, we should be fine. We don't have a lot of space to back up to, though. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. What can we use? Redraw? Barricade? Okay, fine. Damn. That last mech nearly cut me to ribbons. Doshka! This is all my fault. I'm so sorry. You don't have to keep fighting. Those soldiers are only here for me. You can still surrender. Not going to happen. I'm your boss. You don't tell me how to do my job. Like I said, you're one of my most promising subordinates, and I'm not just asking about your work performance. No matter how tough things get, you never give up. You take responsibility and keep pushing until you accomplish what you set out to do. I fought tooth and nail to get where I am, so I know just how hard that can be. Whatever happens, I'll always be I'll always be on your side. Doshka, that mech. It was using Kazormian technology. There's no mistaking that orange glow. Those military-grade electronics and filaments were too exposed out here in the hall. Let's fall back to one of these rooms and throw together a barricade. So wait, if that's true, then doesn't that mean that even in the first game we were just fighting our own robots? Why don't we have robots then on our side? I mean, I guess we do now. With these wounds, I don't think I can lift anything heavier than my handgun. I hate to say it, but it looks like I'll be leaning on you this time around. Understood. I won't let anything happen to you. Alright. We're doing well. We're doing well. We're doing fine. We're living. We're surviving. Another barricade. Because you can never have enough. I'm surprised we still have this turret guy, to be fair. Aren't they only supposed to have like 500 rounds? I guess he's not really using them much. Yeah, we can still save money. Just a little more, just a little more. Alright. What can we do? Sure, use a submachine gun, why not? Come on, die. It's good we got that knockback, because at least we can keep them at bay. This big fuck is gonna need to stay there. Please, drone? Okay, there we go. We just need to... we need to get closer for... for damage to occur. This big machine gun. How are we able to carry this? This is not a light machine gun. Okay, our drones finally run out of money. We're barely moving. We just gotta make sure we stay in between. Okay, I don't like that, whatever that is. Little barrage of bombs. Ooh, okay, that didn't... Oh, get away. Okay. Just spam our shield thing. I don't even remember us having to reload, so we reloaded somehow. We're almost there. Yep. Alright. All stages complete. Let's see how we turn out with it. This ending. Doshka! Doshka! Try not to move. You've got a terrible fever. I'm fine. Listen to me, Snezhinka. I wasn't unconscious, at least not the whole time. Here. What's what that? A bundle grenade. I made it with the grenades we had left. Siege tactics can be effective, but they have one fatal flaw. The longer things drag on, the more likely it is that the aggressors will let their guard down. The back of this dorm doesn't have any windows or exits. Since we've held out this long, I'm betting it won't be well defended. Take this, use it to blow a hole in the wall so we can escape out the back. That'll be our best shot of getting out of here alive. I doubt you've ever had to shoot another person before, but if we run into trouble, don't hesitate to pull the trigger. If you do, we're both dead. Got it. But are you sure you're feeling well enough to run? If not, we should come up with another. Trying to tell me how to do my job again? Don't worry, I'll be fine. Let's get moving. Girl, you are not fine. Look, I hate the government as much as the next guy, but hunting down our own countrymen like this just doesn't feel right. This mission was put forward by our foreign collaborator. We have to see it through to secure the backing we need for our next big push against our true enemy. Our deeds in the days that come will determine whether we go down in history as revolutionaries or who rebuild our nation or simple traitors. It's too late to start second guessing now. Our foreign collaborator, huh? I wonder that. Look alive, lad. Those rats just blew a hole in the side of the damn building. Find their commander and have him mobilize the mechs. Not so fast. She does not look okay. Just 2 sentries? That looks like luck's on our side, but we won't get far if they sound the alarm. I'll handle the graybeard. Go after the other ones, Snezhinka. Right. Snezhinka, please, don't shoot. Then get out of my way. I don't want to kill a fellow Kazormian. Neither do I, but I can't let you escape. I don't have time for this. I'm sorry. And he's dead. Please, I don't want to die. I won't say it again. Leave us be or just I'll put a bullet in your head. You don't scare me, girl. Look at you, a third-rate mercenary pretending to be a soldier. What a joke. The only place you're going is straight to hell. Enough. If you think we'll just roll over and die, think again. Gah, that's right. The way is clear. Snezhinka, did you deal with the other one? Doshka, I'm sorry. He shot me. Go on without me. Snezhinka! So this is it. Silly girl. Did you honestly think I'd be able to run like this? Snezhinka, I finally understand what made me want to help you. You reminded me of myself when I first left home. I didn't want you to suffer like I did. Forgive me, Snezhinka. I failed. No, she dies. Why do we die? That's so sad. That's fucked up. Let's look at Doshka with her grenade launcher out here. Dislikes unambitious people. Likes potatoes, dishes, and dogs. Understandable. An ambitious manager who oversees Snezhinka's team. Originally a 6th-class citizen, Doshka was born into a family of potato farmers out in the countryside. That she was able to become a 5th-class citizen bespeaks the immense effort she puts into her work, particularly in light of her adequate, by no means outstanding capabilities. In Kazarmia, a citizen's class represents their social standing, and while even the slightest of mistakes is enough to get one demoted to a lower class, very few are able to climb the social ladder to a higher class. Due to the many hardships she has had to overcome, Doshka tends to be harsh when dealing with those who lack ambition. She is, however, quite warm to any who show initiative or a desire to bring about change. Whenever she takes time off from work, she heads home to help out on her family's farm. I'm a busy woman, you know, and I don't have time to hold your hand. Okay, let's see what other little secrets they have for us to read about. Though Doshka has found considerable success in her chosen career, it is only because she fought tooth and nail to get where she is today. Her parents were potato farmers, and because their land was too barren to support other crops, they were ever scrambling to provide for their 7 children. Yet, despite their poverty, her family was so close and their lives full of joy. Then, the government passed a new agricultural policy that forced farmers to sell their produce to the state for next to nothing. In theory, this policy would still leave farmers with enough to feed their families, but as crop yields had a direct impact on the regional officials' chances for advancements, many chose to snap up every last bushel with no thought spared for the welfare of the farmers. With their meager harvests bringing in fewer and fewer credits, Doshka's parents struggled to put food on the table. In the middle of a harsh winter, her father headed out into the snowy mountains to gather firewood and never returned. Soon after, Doshka's brothers enlisted in the army, while her older sister left home to work in a munitions factory where she collapsed from exhaustion. To give her mother fewer mouths to feed, Doshka decided she would look for work in the city as well, but as she lacked a higher education or any work experience beyond farming, she struggled to find a decent job. Around this time, the government began taking steps to avoid inciting anti-war sentiment. Aware the mounting casualties would wear down even the most patriotic citizens, they funneled money into private military companies instead of the national army. This allowed them to wave off casualties as occupational injuries that had nothing to do with the war. As demand for mercenaries rose, Kazorma's PMC started accepting any and all applicants. So it was that Doshka eventually ended up taking an offer from one such PMC. Yet while she served her country on the field of battle, she only fights so that she can send the money back home to her mother. She has no great love for Kazormia, its government, or the war. In fact, she despises them all for the suffering they've caused her family. Understandable. We got the 7th ending. How many endings? I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I did a count right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. 9. 9 endings. And we still have this, I guess, secret 100th day, because we only make it up to 95, I suppose. I believe that shall be all for today, my kindred. I like the game. It's fun. It's fun. Good fun. Makes me wanna... Oh goodness, I'm kinda... There we go. Did a little stretch there. Popped my back a bit. I will continue playing this game probably next week. This definitely has got a lot bit more than the last game, than the first one. And to be fair, the first one feels like it's meant to be, like... How do you say? It is the first one, so I'm not gonna put too much slack on it, but I'm not gonna also judge it too harshly either. Second one's definitely better than the first. It's got more stuff, more places to be at, and I'm wondering what the north will look like. They probably just reuse the train scenes for the levels. If not, then that'll be cool if they don't, and they have something different for that. Well, kindred, I hope, I hope these next coming days will be just as fun as today. I bid thee farewell. I hope you all have a great rest of your mornings, afternoons, evenings, and nights, wherever and whenever you are. May the gods bless you and may the stars shine in your honor. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.